Well, the Troy alongside me, it's time now to get his booming opinions on all things football as we play the Wenger Troys. And speaking of Wengers, you once labelled Arsene Wenger's Arsenal as not having the cojones for a fight when your Watford side beat them 2-1 in 2017. So, do you think that Mikel Arteta's Arsenal side have the cojones for a title fight?
Yeah, I think they're a completely different team. I think the club's in a completely different space. I don't think that they'll go on to win it because I still think they need a striker. But when you look at the foundations and the blocks that they've built on, absolutely, it's a completely different Arsenal team now to what it was back then. And 2017, I said that, nearly 10 years ago. And
wow.
People still pull me in the street about it today, so clearly went down well.
It went down well, yeah. On to your next booming opinion then. Leeds scored a last-minute winner, as we know, against Sunderland. They're 7 points clear of the playoff places in that championship table. Troy, do you think that Daniel Farke has what it takes to take Leeds up and keep them there in the Premier League?
Take them up, yes. Keep them up, no, because I haven't seen enough to see that they could keep them up. I think there'll be investment. I think Leeds as a club will change from what they've been doing over the previous years. But I haven't seen enough in Daniel Farke. It's going to sound really bad considering he's going to probably have 3 promotions. I haven't seen him be able to change his style and adapt to staying in the Premier League and to build a team that can stay there as well. So I'm going to say no just because I haven't seen it before, but I hope he does, obviously.
Yeah, completely. And Leeds are always a big plus when they're in the Premier League. Just the atmosphere is so fantastic there. On to your next booming opinion. Rio Ferdinand claims he thinks United will win one more game this season. Now, is he saying that for effect? Does he believe it? Is it total nonsense?
I'm just saying our producer because he knows I'm going to go to town on this one. That's why he's doing it. So he's trying to get me on the clicks already. I think Rio is full of nonsense on this situation. Just looking at the game, I guess he's trying to say that how they're currently playing, they can't really win anything. I just seem to think this is still Man United, right? They will put it together. And if you're going to talk about the games that they've got left to play, Everton this weekend, I'd fancy them in that game. I know Everton are a bit of a good run. Ipswich after that, I fancy them in that game. Arsenal, they've already shown that they can put a performance in against them. Leicester, they're going to beat as well. Forest and Man City are obviously difficult, but they've already beaten Man City as well. So there's Wolves, and they're going to beat Wolves. And again, someone's going to say that I don't like Wolves, but I feel that they will, and they'll beat West Ham. So there's 4 already. So I just think with Rio, it's this thing of trying to over-dramatise it when there's no need to, because I've seen him do games where he's criticising Arsenal and critiquing Arsenal, but then the next day he doesn't do the Man United game because he doesn't want to critique them too much. So, enjoy the podcast, but not
whisper it quietly. It might just be to encourage people to watch his podcast.
Yeah.
And your final booming opinion: Birmingham City may be in the 3rd tier of English football, but they could win the double this season. An interesting double as well: the League One title and the Virtue Trophy, which, for those of you not in the know, is the old EFL Trophy. Would there be an open-top bus parade if they win the EFL Trophy?
You know what? The way football is going now, probably. I definitely won't be turning up if it is. I think it is great that what the new manager's doing, the ownership, all the players, they're doing really well. Craig Garner, obviously, in there doing a great job as well. I just think when you look at it at the moment, we're 2 years away from having Villa Blues in the Prem all over again. So we're going to win this league in about a week's time. And then I'm going to work the game with Adrian Durham as well in April when we seal it, get the trophy at Peterborough, just to enjoy them as they get relegated, and then we will, attack the Championship next season.
Gabby thinks you might go straight through the Championship into the Premier League.
As well. Yeah? I think so. I don't want to put too much pressure on them. I just think with the financial capital that we have and the way that the Championship is starting to fall now and people can't spend as much, we can look at the likes of Ipswich and say, right, let's build our model similarly to that. We've got really good young players. It's about getting the know-how now in the Championship, I would say.
As a striker yourself, what's your view on Jay Stansfield, who's arrived there with a big reputation and a big price tag? How do you think his season's gone?
He's doing well. I think he's on 20 already, 20 goals. I like Jay. I like everything that he stands for. He's one of the ones that's proven in the Championship he could do it. He's probably the one you would have to put all your hopes on that they'll get promoted and hope he can do it in the Prem as well. But there's a few of them that are in there as well. The two midfielders are very good. But listen, we're just going to enjoy it for this season. We've already won the league, so that's fine. So now let's go and make sure we take care of Bradford tonight.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.